Hi, I'm Rowan, the first redhead. My dad was the governor. I always knew how lucky I was. A happy life and a loving family. My parents supported everything I loved. I still remembered when Dad ordered me a full set of paintbrushes all the way from Italy. My dream was to become a world-famous artist. Literally everyone knew that, even Iris. Ah, she's also a girl with red hair. Iris was gentle and sweet, even though kids at school could be brutal. When they found out her mom worked night shifts as a nurse and she didn't have a dad picking her up, I still remember how Iris would laugh it off, then quietly cry in the bathroom later.
I don't get why you still hang out with me. Your life is way too different.
Because you're my friend, that's it.
I mean, Rowan, thank you. You really matter to me.
Iris already had so little, so I always tried to treat her extra kindly. She slept over at my house a lot, usually because her mom was working the night shift at the hospital.
My mom says thanks for letting me sleep here again.
And my mom said to just treat this place like your home. One night, we sat in the garden drinking warm tea while waiting for shooting stars.
Look. Oh, I wish I'd become an actress on real screens. Big ones.
And I'll be an artist with paintings. Everyone in the world knows we're gonna make it, right?
When we're famous, we won't forget each other.
Always. High school started and we grabbed attention on day one. People recognized us.
Are you guys the Leap Day twins?
The red-haired girls.
For weeks, students kept coming up to us just to take photos with us. Iris loved it, the attention, the admiration, all of it. She smiled more and got more confident every day. Me? Whenever I could, I'd slip away to some quiet hallway or hidden corner to get lost in my paintings. That's how I found that garden. It wasn't crowded, but the flowers were beautiful. Every afternoon, I'd take my canvas there and paint whatever my heart wanted. But sometimes I felt it, like someone was watching me around. Then the attention slowly faded. People stopped talking about the redhead duo, and life went back to normal.
This sucks. It's like we don't even exist anymore.
I just laughed. Honestly, I liked the piece. One day, in the school bathroom, I overheard two girls talking. I wasn't really paying attention until I heard our names.
Honestly, Iris is only known because she looks like Rowan.
Exactly. Without Rowan, she's nothing. Leap Day twins, please. One's the original, the other's just a copy. I took a breath, stepped out of the stall, and looked straight at them. You don't get to talk about Iris like that. They froze, muttered some awkward apology, and rushed out. Thank goodness Iris didn't hear. My fragile best friend did not deserve that. That afternoon, my art teacher asked me to stay after class. She smiled and slid an envelope toward me.
This is an exchange program in Italy. They only accept a few students every year. You should think about it.
My hand shook as I opened it. I read it again and again just to make sure it was real. An art school in Italy. It felt like my dream was finally being seen. When I walked out, Iris was waiting. I thought she'd smile, scream, freak out with me like best friends do. But instead, her face slowly fell.
If you leave, I don't think I can handle it.
Those words hit way harder than I expected. We'd once promised each other under the stars that our future always included both of us. And yeah, I only had one best friend. Opportunities would come again if I was really good enough. So in the end, I turned the offer down. In the days after that, I kept going back to the garden to paint. That's when I realized I wasn't alone. Through the ivy, I caught someone watching me, a really good-looking guy. Sketchbook on his lap, pencil moving slowly, and trying terribly hard not to look embarrassed that I noticed.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I come here to draw too.
What are you drawing? He hesitated, then turned the sketchbook around. You drew me?
I'm sorry I didn't ask first. I just liked how calm you looked, like you forgot the whole world even existed.
I thought I'd be mad or call him a creep or something, but instead I laughed. Jeez Louise, I'd never even thought of myself as pretty like that. I'm Rowan.
You can call me Elliot.
We sat there for a while, talking about art, somehow totally in sync. Then we talked about everything else. Little by little, that garden became our spot. I smiled every time I knew I'd see him. My heart felt lighter around him.
You've been smiling a lot lately. That's weird.
I told Iris about the garden and about Elliot because that's what best friends do, right? She listened at first, then frowned.
Are you sure he really likes you? I mean, guys like that usually aren't serious.
Elliot's not like that.
People who pay that much attention, they are never simple. Just be careful, okay? I don't want you hurt.
She squeezed my hand. I smiled back. Maybe she was right. I didn't even know Elliot that well yet. A few days later, Iris asked me to walk home so we could stop for ice cream. Halfway there, she suddenly froze.
Wait, look.
I followed her gaze, and my chest heightened. On the other side of the street, Elliot was carrying a girl on his back. Her arms were loosely around his shoulders. Her head rested against his neck.
Rowan, look at them. I didn't want to say anything before, but I had a bad feeling.
After that, I avoided him everywhere. There was no reason to talk to him anymore. One afternoon in an empty hallway, someone grabbed my shoulder and turned me around. Elliot,
Why are you avoiding me? What did I do wrong?
I saw you with your girlfriend. You were carrying her.
She wasn't my girlfriend, just a stranger who got hurt. She asked me for help.
He's totally gonna lie. Trust me. He'll say he was just helping someone in need. No guy ever admits the truth. Stay sharp.
And Rowan, I should tell you, Iris texted me. She flirted with me. She knows about us. And
Stop. He looked right into my eyes, waiting. My mind spun. Iris had been my best friend for 17 years. And Elliot, I'm so sorry. I have to go. I went back to spending time with Iris like before. From the outside, nothing changed, but the easy happiness I once felt around her was gone. Then something wild happened. A TV network wanted to make a teen movie inspired by the red-haired Leap Day girls. They wanted me and Iris to play twins.
Please.
But my first instinct was to say no. That life wasn't mine.
This is my dream, to be an actress on big screens.
For a second, I thought about my art dream, the one I'd already sacrificed. But the joy in her eyes made me feel selfish for even hesitating. I had to support her, right? The audition took place in a real studio, and Iris was shaking with excitement. They gave us the script right before we went in. I skimmed it and frowned. The scene they wanted was a fight between the twins.
We want it to feel real. Don't hold back.
We started acting. Iris's voice trembled like she was really emotional. Then it happened. She slapped me. It wasn't in the script. The slap was hard. My cheeks burned hot. The whole studio went silent.
Amazing. So real.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Rowan, I didn't mean to hit that hard. I was just acting.
Everyone laughed it off. The director looked thrilled. I nodded quietly, but I was the only one who saw her eyes at that moment. Cold, jealous, almost hungry. I couldn't recognize my best friend. The movie went ahead anyway. Months later, it premiered and blew up. Interviews, headlines, red carpets, everything hit at once. Iris was over the moon. She stepped forward a little more, answered first, glowed under the lights like a real star, and I was happy for her. The movie premiere press conference was loud and chaotic, with fans screaming and cameras flashing non-stop. A reporter pushed his mic forward from the crowd.
Iris, how do you feel about people saying you're just Rowan's shadow?
It was such a rude question. At first, I thought Iris would just ignore it.
I guess people don't really know what it feels like.
The room went quiet. Only the sound of cameras kept clicking.
I grew up. Poor kids at school made fun of me. They said I was just a copy.
That must have been really hard for you. Owen's shadow?
Yeah, I went through everything alone, and honestly, if I hadn't been strong enough, I don't think I'd even be here today.
I looked at Iris and shook my head slightly, silently begging her to stop, just for a second and remember us. Somehow, she erased me and my family from her past. She denied every bit of love we gave her. And just like that, I became the villain in her story. Her tears suddenly made everything crystal clear. Iris had been jealous for a long time. She was craving what I had, wanting me pushed down so she could rise. But I still stayed quiet. I stood up to leave. Then someone grabbed my hand. Elliot again.
Iris, I think you're only telling half the truth.
His voice was calm and steady, the way someone speaks when they've seen the whole picture. He talked about what really happened, the manipulation, the slow collapse of a friendship that once felt genuine but had been eaten away by jealousy.
Liar.
She lunged at him, yelling. Her face twisted with anger, and people rushed in to hold her back. Watching her struggle like that, I knew there was nothing left to save. A year later, the red-haired duo had quietly disappeared from the media. Iris moved back in with her mom, returning to the life she'd tried so hard to escape. Her dream didn't end because of poverty. It ended because jealousy had hollowed her out from the inside. The door swung open, and I couldn't help smiling when I saw his face.
Rowan, my love, I think it's time you moved somewhere new, just for us.
Where? Elliot set 2 envelopes on the table in front of me.
Italy.
Isn't Zach's awkwardness just adorable? What could his 1-year anniversary gift be that's got him so flustered? A diamond ring? A Birkin bag from Hermes? Or is it…
Breakup? Yeah, that's right. The word I was looking for is breakup.
what the waffles?
Babe, I know you still love Vuittons, but I've fallen for someone else.
Seriously? 365 days in a year, and you choose our anniversary to break up and dragging some rando to a fancy restaurant. This gal doesn't need you. I could blindly pick someone way hotter than you, just so you know. No more words wasted. I need to get away from this doofus. Oof. Now there's food all over my dress and hair, but the universe decided to mess with me some more because I bumped into my first crush, Cameron. Hey peeps, I'm Kaya, a beauty and fashion YouTuber. To my 3 million followers, my life probably looks all glitz and glam. Hot boyfriend, wealthy family, and surrounded by designer stuff. But the truth? I do YouTube to fund my dream of studying fashion. You might wonder, why isn't her mom rich? Well, my mom made it clear she'd only open her wallet if I pursued business. If I chose any other field, I'd have to fend for myself. So for me, content is king, because that's the only path leading me to the New York Fashion Institute. Only my manager and best friends forever Millie knows the secret. Oh, and while I handle the content, she handles all the business stuff. And that disastrous evening happened. That jerk Zach secretly recorded our breakup and posted it online. Somehow, his unusually pea-sized brain figured out how to edit me into the villain, the video.
Thanks to all my followers, especially Amanda, my new bae. Without her, I couldn't have gotten through this tough time.
Great! Zach's new girlfriend is none other than Amanda, my arch nemesis. She managed to dig up some ancient tweets of mine and twisted them to stir up hate. Millie and I tried our best to explain and correct the situation, but we couldn't compete with that cursed couple. Within a week, the name Kya was boycotted by the entire internet, and of course, my channel lost all its sponsors, making my revenue plummet. Just then, I received my acceptance letter from the New York Fashion Institute. I couldn't even be happy about it when I saw the tuition deadline was just 2 weeks away. What do we do now, Millie? No one wants to collaborate with me.
Tough break. Your brand was tied to having a hot boyfriend, and now you've been dumped and exposed. Why don't you find a new boyfriend?
Easy, huh? You'd need to be incredibly good-looking and charismatic to salvage this mess. Find him for me and I'll leap into his arms.
Here you go. You literally ran into him.
Him?
That's Cameron, a hot TikToker who went viral for saving sea turtles. Seriously, does saving the planet need to be that attractive? This could totally work for you, Kia.
Millie, I've tried to forget that collision. Actually, Cameron is also the old crush who rejected me. Look at me running into him in such a cringy way.
Any other options? You need the money. You don't have to really love each other. Just enough interaction to be rumored as a couple could tread you right back up.
Reluctantly, I agreed. Cameron just moved to the city and now goes to my school. Game on. There's Cameron. I quickened my pace and planned to fall right towards him. But oops! And Cameron dodged to one side. No worries, just flash a confident smile.
Stop embarrassing yourself, Kaya.
He still remembers who I am, but why does he have to be so cold and cruel?
If at first you don't succeed, try again. He has soccer practice this afternoon and showing up as the caring girlfriend is just perfect.
And this time, Cameron can't ignore me. Let's go. 1, 2. Let's go. 1, 2. You can do it. I love you. I see Cameron turn to look at me. Then he whispers something to his team. And then they all start glaring at me and shouting.
Get lost, stalker.
Aw, what the fudge? I'm not a stalker. The ball leaves a mark on my left cheek.
Nice one, Kaya. You're about to set a new trend with that face tattoo.
Babe, you captured that in superb quality. Crystal clear.
Oh, it's Zach! No wonder suddenly the birds stopped singing, the wind stopped blowing, and the flowers stopped blooming.
Still got a sassy mouth, huh? See if you can find a better boyfriend than me. Hey, get back here. We're not done bickering.
I don't have time to listen to that fool. Exhausted and disheartened, I head home to vent to Millie.
This mission is tougher than I thought. Now we need to make sure he doesn't drive you away.
Told you it wouldn't work. Let's find someone else, Millie.
No way. We can't give up yet. Approaching Cameron at school just gets you publicly humiliated. So how about following him after school when he's alone?
Looks like I actually have to become a real stalker. After school, I disguise myself and follow Cameron, but he's always surrounded by guards and staff.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
I I can't blow my cover as Kia Taylor stalks him, so I endure the humiliation of being thrown out. Time to give up. But just then, I received an email from the Fashion Institute reminding me that I only have 10 days left to submit my application and tuition. As if on cue, I see a message from Millie about Zach's post celebrating 10 million followers with a note saying, "This should have been you, right? I can't let that jerk Zach win so easily." I decided to go to Cameron's house and wait for him. As I was wondering what to do next, a young girl with a large scar on her face came out of the house. She might be a sister. I wonder what happened to her to get that scar.
Are you playing hide and seek? I'll join.
Oh, sorry. I was just leaving.
You look familiar. Your voice sounds just like Kia Taylor. It is you.
No point in denying it to her, so I plead with her to keep it a secret.
I can't believe it. I'm your #1 fan. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. What are you doing here anyway? Never mind, come on in. It's so exciting.
I couldn't say no. She introduces herself as Vivian and excitedly shares that she dreams of being a model because of my channel. That melts my heart. Viv eagerly shows off her catwalk skills and clothes she made herself. It's wonderful to see her so confident. Surely her family supports and loves her a lot.
What are you doing here?
She's my guest.
But I don't want her here. This is my house too.
Fearing a showdown, I sneakily make my way out. The perks of finding such a solid protector. Thanks to my regular hangouts with Vivian, I finally got a chance to chat with Cameron.
It's been a long time since I've seen Vivian talk to someone like she has to you. Not many people stick around to play with her as happily as you do. I thought you were just another snobby rich girl.
Thanks, Mr. Grumpy. Over time, Cameron and I started hanging out on our own. He told me about having to work early because his family was poor. Thanks to discovering how to make money on YouTube, he's been able to slowly help his sister chase her dream. We do have something in common then. I'm also funding my own dream through YouTube. Cameron listened intently as I talked about my family for the first time. To someone who wasn't Millie, it felt so relieving.
You never cease to amaze me. Who knew the goofy heiress who spends her family's money on designer goods could be so brave and determined?
This bravery was bought with my parents' money too. So save your praise. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? But that's even better. Cuteness helps rake in the views. Oh, during that time, Cameron started appearing regularly in my videos. As my subscriber count began to rise again and sponsorship offers started coming in, so did my hope for the future. Today, Cameron invited me to meet him at school, at such a late hour, and we even had to sneak in without turning on the lights. The painting that Cameron wants to exhibit is placed here.
If you don't like it, don't be too harsh. I really admire people who are brave enough to show who they are and relentlessly pursue their dreams, like you and Vivian.
Then what are you waiting for? You truly have talent.
Maybe it's just that I've been working for Vivian's dream for so long, I've forgotten my own.
Is Cameron about to kiss me? No, I can't do this. I don't deserve someone like him. I went back and spilled everything to Millie. Just as predicted, she gave me an earful.
Why are you backing out now? You are so close to your goal.
But I can't keep lying to him. Let's face it, Millie, the fake love plan was almost bound to fail. Without Vivian, Cameron would never have hung out with me.
Don't be so naive. Without me and that plan, you'd still be broke.
I got so obsessed with creating content and making money that I forgot to be honest with my audience. If I had been real, maybe they wouldn't have turned their backs on me so quickly. Maybe it's time we ended our partnership here, Millie. I will personally tell Cameron the truth. I hope that hearing it from me will help him understand. That means I'll have to tell him tomorrow before Millie can make a move. But the next day, as soon as I saw Cameron, I realized someone had beaten me to it. It's Zach. What is he up to now? What new trick are you pulling now?
You came just in time. We were just talking about how you only wanted to date Cameron to stop being a flop.
What? Cameron, let me explain. I was about to tell you.
So it's true what he said.
Brilliant, isn't it? I made up that story just to mess with you guys. And it actually hit the mark.
Oh my gosh, how did this happen? Cameron, I'm sorry. Please let me tell you the truth. But Cameron didn't look at me.
Thought you could get away that easily, huh? Don't think no one knows you tried to slander Kaya, so she had to act this way.
What? You knew?
Just found out.
Your friend said you needed someone to clear things up for you, so she came to me. As for you, show the public your true villainous face.
All right, your wish is my command.
Cameron!
I think it's better if we don't see each other anymore. Goodbye, Kaya.
I could only stand there as Cameron walked away heartbroken. He hates me now.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I thought Cameron would want to defend you once he heard the whole story, but I didn't foresee this final decision.
So that was your help?
Yes, I'm still your friend, aren't he? Hi, I'm Kaylee from LA. Please like and subscribe. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always loved to sing. My grandma was a professional singer. She sang around the world with the most prestigious orchestras and operas. I miss her and her voice so much. When I got to 10th grade, I became the singer of the family. I went to the most prestigious performing arts school on the West Coast. My favorite class was music, of course, and my favorite club so far was show choir. We had been the best in the state for 14 years, with the trophies to prove it. My best friend, Addison, is also in show choir with me. He and I met in kindergarten and have been inseparable ever since. He's the funniest guy I've ever known. He's also gotten pretty cute over the years, too. Or at least that's what all the girls in school think. But I just don't see him that way. Hard to see someone that way when they used to sneak over from next door and put frogs in your bed. Yuck! One day, our show choir teacher, Ms. Conrad, had big news for us.
We've been asked to compete at this year's National Show Choir competition.
All right.
Yeah!
But to ensure we get top scores, the soloists will have to be chosen very carefully.
Ms. Conrad told us that we were going to have to audition for the big solo right in front of each other in 1 week. My nemesis, Heidi, started bragging in front of the whole group.
We all know who's gonna get it! Me, of course. Everyone knows I have the stage presence of a star.
I don't know. I think Kaylee might give you a run for your money. She's got star power and the voice to match.
The others' eyes widened. Were they about to fight? Just then, the bell rang. As everyone left the class, I swatted Addison on the arm. Don't start fights with Heidi. She's my biggest competition.
That's exactly why you have to stand up for yourself in front of her.
I just don't want anyone to think I think I'm better than her.
Well then, I guess that's why I'm here. To remind them for you.
Oh, what would I do without you?
Good thing we'll never have to find out.
I was so nervous, even though I'd sung in front of our choir before. But the pressure was on the whole week leading up to auditions. I practiced in the shower, in the bathroom, between classes. I really wanted to beat out Heidi for the big solo at the end of the show. Finally, audition day arrived. I woke up, put on my cutest outfit, curled my hair, and took extra time with my makeup. After all, if I'm gonna be a big star one day, I might as well start dressing like it now. When I stepped out of my house to walk to school with Addison, his cheeks turned super red. What's wrong?
Nothing, you just look different is all. Your hair is.
Oh no! Does it look bad? Maybe I should have worn it up. I'll just go chance.
No, leave it. You look good. Great.
When I arrived in class, Heidi was sitting in the front row, looking totally perfect. What was I thinking? With her shiny hair, big eyes, and as much as I hated to admit it, her beautiful voice. Why would anyone ever look twice at me? But I just tried to remember what my grandma would always say.
It's not about who sings the loudest or looks the prettiest. As long as your song comes from your heart, people can't help but listen.
So I took a deep breath and sat down next to Heidi, right in the front row. She gave me a once-over and rolled her eyes. Who cared what she thought? I knew I looked great. Ms. Conrad sat down at the piano and called Heidi up first. After she finished singing, I applauded politely along with everyone else. Then it was my turn. I stood confidently and turned to face everyone. Addison gave me a thumbs up from the back row. Such a good friend! Ms. Conrad played the opening notes for my song when suddenly the door to the classroom burst open behind me. I turned to look, and standing in the doorway was the most handsome boy I'd ever seen. Tall, with long brown hair that felt perfectly into his eyes. He looked just like a fairy tale prince. My jaw dropped. He handed a note to Ms. Conrad.
Class, this is our newest addition, Patrick.
He waved to everyone, then put his hand on my shoulder, looked deep into my eyes, and said,
I'm so sorry I interrupted your audition. Knock 'em dead.
Then he took my seat right in the front row. I gulped. Oh, now I was nervous again. I shook off my nerves, took a deep breath, and nodded to Ms. Conrad as she played. I could feel the music filling me up all the way to the top. I opened my mouth to sing and let my song come from my heart. When I finished, the whole class burst into applause. I felt like I was walking on air. Patrick got up to sing something last minute. He was so good. The next day, Ms. Conrad put up the list and I had gotten the solo. And she'd even added a duet in the middle of the show for Patrick to sing with me.
Looks like it's you and me, Kaylee. I'm so honored to be singing with someone as talented as you.
I felt my cheeks turn red, and he grinned.
You're so cute when you blush like that. Be careful, or I might just fall in love.
He walked away with a wink at me. I couldn't believe he'd just said that. And neither could Heidi, who'd been listening around the corner.
Don't get too comfy with that solo. Once Miss Conrad figures out that you'll cave at the first sign of pressure, I'll be ready to step in.
Eavesdrop much? Jealousy isn't your color, Heidi. The next day, we started rehearsing for nationals. Everyone was working so hard, and Patrick and I sounded great together. But when it came to our dance, it was like I'd suddenly grown a second left foot.
No, Kaylee, no. Once more from the top.
Miss Conrad, I'm happy to come up front and show Kaylee how it's done.
Not necessary, but thank you, Heidi.
Just here for the team.
After I knocked Patrick over by mistake for the third time, Ms. Conrad called it a day.
Kaylee, please go home and practice.
Ugh! I could have wiped that smug look off of Heidi's face. Everyone went to start packing up their bags, and I started to head backstage to get my bag when Patrick came up to me.
Hey, gorgeous. Want to stay and practice a little with me? Then it'll be perfect by tomorrow.
Oh, I wouldn't want to impose. Your toes must be all bruised.
That's okay. I really don't mind. And I wouldn't mind spending a little quality time with my co-star.
Well, if you insist. Just then, Addison came up to us.
Hey, Kaylee, ready to go?
That's okay. I should really practice a little longer.
I can practice with you. I could use a few run-throughs myself.
Oh, well, Patrick already offered to stay behind and practice with me here.
He did he? How are you gonna get home?
I can drive her.
Oh, do you live in our neighborhood?
No, but
I mean, if it's not really convenient for you.
I'm not spending time with Kaylee because it's convenient.
Neither am I.
I'm spending time with her because she's cool.
My face turned bright red. Did he really mean that? Addison, I'm gonna stay here too. Just for a bit to practice. I'll see you later, okay?
Fine. If you insist, I'll see you when you get home.
He turned on his heel and walked out. Patrick turned to me with a grin on his face and held out his hand.
Shall we?
We practiced more, and I was finally getting good. Patrick swung me out for our final spin, then pulled me in close and dipped me. That's when I noticed his face was just so close. His ice blue eyes staring deep into mine. Was he gonna kiss me? Just then, all the lights in the theater went out. Patrick dropped me in shock and I shrieked. All of a sudden, the lights came back on, and Ms. Conrad stepped back on stage.
Oh, hey, kids. I am so sorry I didn't realize you were still here.
Ugh, I couldn't believe she'd interrupted our moment. Still, we waved goodbye to her and headed out. A little while later, when Patrick dropped me off, he got out of his car to open my door. Such a gentleman!
It was nice hanging out tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, superstar.
Then he wrapped his arms around me and gave me a big hug. Is this what heaven smelled like? Then I headed up the front walk to my door.
So, do you like him or something?
I whipped around and saw Addison waiting on our front porch swing. I don't know, maybe. He's so cute and really talented.
Okay, cool. I guess, do you still want to practice?
That's okay. I think I got it now.
Okay then. Well then, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Here, I got you a milkshake.
Hey, thanks. He started crossing the yard towards his house. Is it?
Cookies and cream. Your favorite.
Thanks, I'll see you tomorrow.
You know it.
Then it was finally time for nationals. As we arrived at the concert hall, I was overwhelmed by all the other groups here and overheard one girl say to another,
She was a little flat at the end.
I couldn't believe it. What if I lost us the whole competition? All night and throughout all our warm-ups the next day. It was all I could think about. If I messed up again, I'd be letting everyone down, including myself. And there were several famous music industry people judging the competition. What if I ended my career as a singer before it even started? And then, it was almost time to go up. I tried to calm down, but I was shaking like a leaf.
Miss Conrad, Kaylee doesn't look so good.
Miss Conrad came over. She looked pretty nervous herself.
Kaylee, you look terrible. Are you going to be able to perform?
Of course
Because if you're sick, I can always put Heidi on.
I'm ready to go, Miss Conrad.
Just then, I spotted Patrick warming up down the hall. I just need a minute. I raced down the hall towards him. He was stretching, shaking out his hands, jumping up and down. Patrick! His expression was so strange. Was he nervous too? I'm so nervous. Do you think we could practice?
Kaylee, I'm kind of busy.
What if we?
I really just need some space here. Kaylee.
Yesterday you said we were a team. That doesn't feel like a team to me.
I can't do this right now. Could you leave me alone?
Fighting back tears, I ran down the hall and found a corner backstage. I couldn't let anyone see me so upset, especially not Ms. Conrad or Heidi. What was I gonna do? Suddenly, Addison stepped out of the shadows. He looked so handsome in his costume.
Kaylee, are you okay?
I threw my arms around him. He caught me and squeezed tight. I'm so nervous. I overheard one of the other teams say I sounded bad. Ms. Conrad is ready to replace me with Heidi. Patrick isn't any help, and there's amazing industry people out there. And ugh!
You sounded amazing in rehearsal. Those other teams were just jealous. Forget about Patrick and Heidi. Remember why you love to sing? What was it your grandma always said?
Sing from your heart.
Exactly. Just do that.
I took a few deep breaths, and Addison was right. Will you just run the last part of the number with me?
Of course.
And there, in our little corner of the theater, we stepped, we twirled, we kicked in time together. Addison took my hand, spun me around, and dipped me low. I felt his arm slip. He was dropping me, but right before I was sure I'd hit the ground, he caught me with a twinkle in his eye. I swatted his arm. You tricked me.
I'd never drop you. And even if I did, I'll always be here to catch you.
Thank you, Addison. Then he smiled at me so genuinely, and my heart fell into my stomach. What was that?
Places, please. Students' places. Kaylee, are you ready?
Yes, Ms. Conrad. As we all rushed to take our spots to start our number, Addison shot me a wink.
Knock 'em dead, superstar.
You too. As soon as the lights came up on stage, I felt a little thrill of excitement. We danced, we sang, we twirled. Everyone had brought their A game. When it came time for my duet with Patrick, we totally nailed it. But any spark that had been there was gone. As the opening chords of my solo began, the lights shined down on me, and I opened my mouth, and the music poured from my heart. I knew my grandma was right there with me. I hit my final note and held it out forever as everyone finished their steps behind me. As we struck our final pose, the crowd erupted into applause. A standing ovation! I beamed. We totally nailed it. That night, after all the points had been tallied, all the teams gathered on stage behind the judges. Addison reached for my hand and I squeezed back. Thanks for the pep talk. I could have never done it without you.
Of course you could have. I'm just here to remind you.
You're always there for me. He leaned in close, and I felt a flutter in my stomach as he whispered in my ear.
And I always will be, if you let me.
I turned to look directly in his eyes.
Kaylee, I have to tell you.
Just then, the announcer started announcing the winners. Second place, runner-up. Our whole team clasped hands and took a deep breath together.
And the grand prize for this year's National Show Choir competition goes to...
As they said our name, the crowd roared. It was so loud I could hardly think. Confetti rained down on us as Ms. Conrad stepped forward to accept our trophy. I threw my arms around Addison, and he picked me up, swinging me in a circle. We did it! We did it! As we packed up our things in the dressing room and said goodbye to the new friends we'd made at the competition, one of the judges knocked on our dressing room door. He was an exec for a record label back in LA.
I was so impressed with you. Your vocals were so clear and you've got some real presence up there. Give me a call if you think you'd be interested in recording a single.
He handed me his card, and I shook his hand, totally awestruck. Maybe dreams really do come true. I felt so relieved. Not only had I not let everyone down, but I'd made myself proud. On the beach, Addison sat down next to me, running a hand through his hair. When he saw me watching, he grinned, and the butterflies were back.
I'm totally beat, aren't you?
Definitely. I got you something.
Oh yeah?
I pulled out a bag of gummy worms and your favorite.
You're the best, Kay.
He ripped open the bag and dug in. Hey, Addison, what was it you were gonna tell me earlier?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, I have something I want to tell you.
Yeah?
I like you.
Really?
Really.
I like you too. I have for a while now.
Really?
Really.
He took my hand and, I know, my cheeks turned pink.
I got something for you too.
Ooh, okay. I love presents. And then he put his hand on my cheek, leaned in close, and kissed me. It was the perfect end to a perfect day.